Welcome back. It's your host, Mr. Gray. Just once again, I want to ask for forgiveness for not being around for so long. Sorry, guys. Let me scoot my chair up a bit. Um, yes, as usual, it's always been a while. I have been getting some sneakers, but sometimes I just don't want to do reviews on certain ones because it's not that I may not be in love with them, but some sneakers are just not as reviewable as others. So anyway, I have been holding out for a while, but I am back. And today I'm gonna actually review a couple shoes. So the KAWS Blazers and the Patta Air Maxes have been dropping their several different colorways practically at the same time. For me, I was fortunate to get some and not fortunate to get others. I actually was fortunate, it appears, to get not most, but I guess what, two? I think I got two or three. Three out of two, three out of four for one, and two out of, I think, three. Two out of four for one. Anyway, moving along. So, what we do know for the KAWS Blazers is they dropped sorry, I'm looking at the ones I have. So, I currently have the, what is this? I'm going to say the red, one with the red colorway of the KAWS Blazer. I have the one I'm going to review today, which is the purple KAWS Blazer. And then for the Air Maxes, I am going to review the maroon, which I like to just say purplish pink. The maroon and which one was this, y'all? The Monarch colorway. But the one I did not get was the Aqua one. But today I'm going to review the black one. So before we go into the reviews, because, I'm going to jump in the box and give a up-close review of the black Air Max 1, the Patta Air Max 1, and the purple KAWS Blazer. God knows, there's so many sneakers here. It's throwing me off, guys. Anyway, I'm going to give up close of those. I want to kind of say which one I personally feel was better. Now, if you're coming from a resale point of view, which I know a lot of people are, from a resale point of view, I'm not 100% keeping up with them because these were more shoes that I got because I actually really wanted them. So sometimes I really want a shoe for trade bait because I know it'll give me a certain amount of money to get either several shoes or one shoe or one shoe I like. But for these, I actually wanted them for my feet. So that's the reason I'm not really watching what the current resale is. But the last time I checked on all of them in most colorways, they're all not overwhelmingly great resale prices. I don't think, from what I last checked, any of them are really going. I think all of these. Let me see. The Air Maxes retailed at. Dang, there's not even a price up here. Interesting. I think the Air Maxes were about 140, 160. They're not. I don't think any of the Patta Air Maxes are going for over 200, if 180. The Blazers were. I get that. Wow, they're not even up. The price isn't up here for these either, which is interesting. Because I thought, well, okay. Some have the price, some don't. Apparently, I don't look at that enough because I pay it anyway in real life, so I guess I don't need to see it on the box. Either way, none of them are selling for overwhelmingly high prices. That is what it is. But either way, I think all the colorways are beautiful. So, if I had to pick one colorway from the Patta Air Max 1 drops, out of the black, and like I said, I'll show you guys in the box, but out of the black, the Aqua, the maroon, and the Monarch, let's do this in two ways. The Monarch is the most wearable because it kind of has a basic colorway, but basic colorways are beautiful in my personal opinion. Of course, the black goes with anything, although I probably wouldn't wear it with anything. My favorite's going to probably end up being the black colorway. And you'll see why when we get into the light box. Although this shoe has nothing to do with KAWS because it is not one of the KAWS releases, this one here. It's going to sound bad. So yes, I do like the KAWS Blazers, right? But this non-KAWS Blazer, I actually like more than all the KAWS one. Why? Colorway wise, this is a more wearable colorway. It just is. It kind of is what it is, you know. Um, it just has the good generic brown colors that you can pretty much wear with anything. In my personal opinion, may differ for others. Has nothing to do with the reviews. I'm gonna put this one away now. But as for these guys, so they came out what, red, purple, and what is it, like an aqua bluish kind of color. But not, well, for some reason it hasn't been seemingly announced yet, but I'm sure it will at some point. There's a color they have called Breed, which is going to be another more wearable colorway. It's going to have kind of a light brown finish. I believe the swooshes on it are like a pink. One's pink, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a picture right here at the top of my screen that's telling you what the color, that's showing you what the colors are. But either way, like I said, three have released. Red, that aqua bluish color one. God, my memory is dead today. But anyway, the one called Reed, the one that has not released yet, to me is going to be the most wearable of all of them, and that's going to end up being my favorite. Although I don't have it in hand, bottom line, that's going to be favorite. Out of purple. That's the other one, the color I missed, sitting right here. I have not looked at it a lot yet, and I can explain why I don't look at my shoes a lot when I get them in the mail before I talk to you guys. I guess a lot of times, and it works too, and it works for and against me. I want an original reaction from when I'm first seeing it, because I don't really act a reaction very well. So that's why I really try not to overly look at the shoe before I talk to you guys. But the way it works against me is, you know, you guys were like, he doesn't even sound like he knows what was on the shoe. Because a lot of times I'll be like, oh my God, and it has this. Well, that's because for you guys, I'm trying to give an original reaction. And that's literally sometimes my first time truly looking over the shoe in detail. Anyway, now that you know what my favorite is out of the KAWS, which will be the Reed colorway that has not released yet. And my favorite for the Air Maxes, which would be the black colorway. If I were to say, since all these release at the same time, if I were to pick a favorite out of all the ones that came out so far, Air Max 1s and Blazers, Air Max 1s and Blazers, that's difficult. I'm going to go with, God almighty, regardless of what I do not choose, I still love both. But if I'm going to pick a favorite, I know a lot of people are not Blazer lovers. You just don't see Blazers walking around. But I love Blazers. I always have. I love Blazers. I love Blazers. I love Blazers. I love Blazers. These are highs, but I like lows too. I love Blazers. I got more. I got off-white Blazers. I am a Blazer lover. So I'm gonna go with the KAWS Blazers as the to me the best one, the best release of this current late November, early December releases between KAWS and Patta. That is my determination. If you guys disagree or agree, feel free to put that in my comments. Either way, that's the decision that's been made here right now. So I'm not gonna go into the boxes, even though these are both boxes. For the black Patta Air Max 1 and the purple KAWS Blazer. The reason I'm not going to go in the boxes is because I already have previous reviews that have gone into those, and these are the exact same boxes. Same details for everything, which I will attach at the end of this video. So what we will do now is we will take both of these sneakers and we will put them in the light box so you can get a very detailed review of what this sneaker looks like up close. And it will help you decide if it's a sneaker that you just have to have. The good thing to know is they don't cost too much aftermarket right now. So if you really, really decide you need any of these, now's the time to get them. In my personal opinion, they're both collabs. Even if a collab's not out the roof now, they always, in a matter of time, whether it's a year, whether it's 2 to 5 years, they will always go up eventually. So if it's something you think you kind of want, I would say get it now while it's low. The prices are somewhat adjusting barely above retail, somewhat above retail. But a year from now, they'll probably all be over 200. 5 years, I know that's a long way from now, guys. 5 years from now, there'll be less on the market, and there'll probably be more than you want to pay. So if you want it, I'd say go ahead and get it now, because they're not just sitting out for retail anywhere, regardless. And I don't think any of them are reselling for under retail. Anyway, sorry, I'm kind of ranting here. Over to the light box. So into the light box as promised, we have the Air Max 1 Patta in black, and then we have the KAWS Blazer in purple, and I think they're both great. But of course, when it comes to wearability, out of the two here that released, and it's unfair to compare these two, but since these are the two most recent releases for each of these for each of these collaborations, these are the ones I'm going to compare today. So the Patta Air Max 1 completely wins, hands down, even before I explain it. So I'm gonna save the best for last, and we're gonna start with the KAWS Blazer. So as you can see, it comes in a majority purple colorway. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, that deeply inscribed double X, which is the KAWS branding or logo, as you can say, put into the midsole there, is on each of the ones that have released so far. The only thing that bothers me about the KAWS Blazers is that they didn't do enough. Like I said in my original video on the KAWS, the red version I had, when I showed the previous KAWSs that have released, the 2 colorways of the Jordan 4 and 2 colorways, and I don't think it was Air Max 1. I think it was Air Max 90. Either way, I felt like they put more into those shoes. And this, I feel like they pretty much just kept with the Sacai designing, so for the most part, and just added subtle changes. Like I said, like this deeply inscribed here into this laser cut into the midsole. Of course, you have their logo also on the tongue as well, but then on the insole, as you can see, it's on the insole as well. If you can kind of see in there just a bit, there we go. You can kind of see in there a bit. I feel like they definitely could have done more, but it doesn't, to me, take away from the shoe. It's still a great shoe. Double swooshes. You got the turquoise you have the turquoise swoosh, and then you have the suede pink swoosh there. Same on the other side. Interesting that they use that yellow in the shoelaces. So of course, you have that same trademark double shoelaces there. You have the purple one, and then you have the yellow one. I don't know. I love this shoe, but I'm gonna always be disappointed that I felt like they could have done more. Yes, we have lots of collaborations, tons of collaborations that have very, very subtle changes to them. But I guess when you pick a Sacai Blazer, there's probably so much theatrics in it already. Good theatrics. I mean, I love the double eyelets. I love the double tongues, the double Nike swooshes. Hey, the KAWS, well, they are always double. The KAWS logo, branding, that's always the double X. I love the double soles. Well, shoot, that's like more than a double couple soles in the back. But I guess I still feel like we deserve just a little bit more. As you can see, the majority of the shoe is leather. And I guess that's it. You do have a spare set of shoelaces here, which are white. They have they're rounded shoelaces, not flat like the ones you already have in the shoe. And with that, I hate to say it, I'm going to move on to the Patta. So before I go with the Patta, of course, if you got it through their website, well, once again, I guess everybody might have been lucky if they were doing it the right way. You get that chain that comes with the sneaker that's in the little bag here. And I'll just show you that, even though, once again, I did show this in the original version that I was able to get. Come on out, buddy. There you go. It's not something, personally, this is a personal thing. A lot of people do like to wear the original everythings that come on their shoes. I may be weird in that way that I don't like things flopping on my shoes. I don't like the feel of it. And that's probably what makes me the worst off-white wearer, because people believe in definitely keeping that, like, that retail tag on it, that plastic retail tag on their off-whites. And I understand it adds to the originality of the shoe. It's a part of the art, but I can't stand things flopping around on my shoe. So there we go. Moving into the shoe. So I'm just going to go with the part I love the most, because it is what it is, and this is just who I am. I love the sole, that off-white vintage looking sole. It calls my name. They also, I wasn't even going to talk about that. They also give you some shoelaces that are not white. They may look white from a distance, but they are not white. They're actually an off-white tan color as well. They match exactly to the shoelaces. I mean, a perfect match. So if you were to switch those out, you'd have a perfect match shoelace with midsole. So you have that beautiful vintage off-white midsole, just as lovely. You have two colors on the bottom. You have the black, and then you have the white on the outsole. The one thing I did find interesting and is the mud guard that goes all the way around the toe box, which almost looks like a Jordan 11 here. I do have the cool grays, y'all. Just throwing that out there. Haha. Anyway, sorry, that wasn't very nice. Anyway, you do have the whole mud guard going around the whole shoe. Is, I want to say patent leather, right? And it is patent leather, but it's a somewhat muted patent leather. And when I say that, this is not me from reading it. This is me from feeling it. It is absolutely some sort of patent leather here, but it doesn't have the same shine. Like, when I picked it out of the box and it was just kind of laying down flat, it wasn't like super shiny like, Jordan 11s or patent leather Jordan 1s. It was kind of like I said, it was kind of a dull patent leather. So you really don't know it until you like pick it up and you're like, oh shoot, that's patent leather, which I thought was interesting, because it seems like they changed up the materials on each shoe just a slight bit. Now, I'm not sure about the Aqua colorway because I didn't get it, but each one of these shoes was different in one way, shape, or the other. I love this leather. I don't even know if you can see it. It's not. So if you've touched the Jordan 1 I can never say it. Ama Maniere. Hopefully I said that right. It has like a cracked leather, right? But it has a more rougher feel. Well, this, and once again, I don't even know if you can see that, but hopefully you can. It has a cracked leather look, which is very, very interesting. It makes it look really, really quality leather, but it doesn't have that rough feel. It's really smooth, actually. So I don't even really know what to say about it. The leather feels good regardless of whatever conditioning they did to it. It looks like almost like a diagram in there. If you look really close, almost looks like a map or street. Like if you pulled out on Google Maps and you just looked at the streets, that's what they look like. It's very interesting. This colorway, now that I look at it in the light box, this is the best colorway of the Air Max 1 Patta releases that we have had. And this is the last one. If you did not get any of them, aftermarket is your only choice. Anyway, moving back in. I love this mesh, this gray mesh toe box. I love it. You got the gray mesh also around the going around to the heel and the collar up here. You got the silver Nike Air on the back end of the shoe. Yes, this shoe is simplistic in its changes as well as the Sacai, but I guess I feel like the change in the material per colorway to me is a plus. Yes, there's no theatrics in the shoe. They added just enough to say, hey, this is Patta. You got the wave. This is because each shoe was a part of their wave collection. But then you have the Patta branding also on the tongue in silver, and then you also have some Patta branding on the insole, which is a little bit harder to see there as well. No, they didn't go over the top, and I guess I could make the same excuse for them. Oh, they should have done more, but I think the touches they made were perfect in where they made them. To me, the measure of this shoe is the material, how they use it, and the fact that they switched it up each time they came out with a different colorway. I'm gonna go grab the purple. Well, I guess it was called maroon, but I'm gonna grab the, what is it called? I'm gonna call it maroon real quick. Give me 1 second. So when you have the purple one and the black one, bam. The purple one, like I said, difference in materials. They did not use the same materials on each release. They're all different in some sort of way. As you can see on the purple or maroon or whatever they want to call it, you see around the swoosh they have this silver lining that sits behind the swoosh. But also the more interesting thing that I hadn't really heard too many people talk about is the gradient that goes through. And a gradient is a word like you get from Photoshop. I play in Photoshop a lot. You can see how the color kind of fades through from a stronger purple, maroon, or whatever color, because it doesn't really look maroon to me, and I may have the name wrong, but whatever color they want to call it, it kind of, I guess, fades through to a lighter color there. But it also does it right here at the top. It kind of starts darker, and then it kind of fades into lighter. It does the same thing through the swoosh as well. I don't know if that stuff picks up on camera, but it has like a gradient through each of the each of the panels. Every panel of the shoe where there's leather, it has that gradient going through. But in comparison, I guess what I originally was talking about was the fact that they changed the material for each shoe, to me, made each shoe unique, which is what KAWS didn't do. They did change the colors, but all of them changed their colors. But they did not change the color. They didn't change the material, which a lot of times people, if they have their 3 runs of a colorway Nike or Jordan has given them, a lot of times they stick with the same material each time, and they just kind of change the colors. But they took it a little bit step further, and I like that about what they did. So anyway, the shoelaces are maroon. The shoe's not. Anyway. Hands down, I'm sorry, I'm giving this black one is the winner. Ding, 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 ding. You win. 10 rounds go to you. So that is what it is. If you disagree or agree, like I said, I'd love to know your opinion and why in my comments. Let me know what you think. Either way, I apologize. This review was way longer, but there was a lot more information and a lot more shoes reviewed. That's why it was so long. I do just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. If you enjoyed any part of my video, I just ask that you like that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I'm dropping another video. Last thing before I get off, I'm not sure. It depends on if I get any more releases. Actually, I did get something. But depends on what I get before the year, if I drop another video. But I will try to drop a end of year video just to say, good luck in the new year to you guys. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Mr. Gray out.